right. I'm off. Oh, I'm way off. No, I'm actually heading out right now. And it's gonna take, it's 96 miles to where I'm going. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So, I am gonna take y'all with me, of course, because this is a highlight of my my month of August, I'm sure. And then on the weekend, I do have a party, a birthday party and family night to go to. So, you know, a couple things is not bad. Let's see what the gas is. $3.89 a gallon right now. And that's in town, and that's usually a lot more money. So I'm not going to get gas until I go further. I've got enough to get there if I had to. Yeah, it's raining. Of course, right? It hasn't rained at all, you know, in weeks. Just hot, hot, hot. But I have to drive somewhere. And, yeah, it's already rained, and I hope that it clears up as I drive, because last time I went and met Amanda, it rained also, but much harder. I think it looks okay, so we're going. Oh, on the road again. Ugh. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Okay, let me make sure everything's copacetic here. Yep. Not too much traffic in this area. Okay. We're on a highway called, it's 114, and that's how we get to the town I'm going to. But it's 75 miles an hour on this curvy single lane highway, which is typical of this backcountry Texas. Look at this land. I wanted to share a little bit of it today with you guys, since it's been a while since I've really videoed, and there's just been nothing to video, really. I mean, I know you guys want to see things, but I have to feel like doing it. I really do. I'm not one of those people that can fake it. I can't fake anything. It's hard for me to lie. It's hard for me to fake. Yeah, and if I ever have to tell a fib and lie, I don't feel good about it, but there's usually a reason why I'm doing it. I don't just lie to lie, you know. I protect somebody or whatever. But in general, I do not like to fake it and tell stories and all that stuff. So here it is. Here it is. Me and you and the highway. Yeah, I lived in LA, you know, Los Angeles, California, big city, San Fernando Valley, part of the big, huge city. And, you know, I grew up with lots and lots of stuff everywhere. And then when I moved to when I moved to Florida from California, again, I lived in the Tampa Bay area. And that's a big area, too. It covers lots and lots of towns. And, I've lived in New York City for 3 months at one point, which was amazing. But I was in my mid-20s at the time, and how exciting that was. But it was a rough time for me. My sister had passed away, and I went to New York City to visit a friend there that we had, who used to live in an apartment building that my parents managed. And it was a man, young man, Frankie, a gay, sweet man that I adored, and we were family. My parents loved him. Anyway, I went and stayed with him, and he brought me to the city from Fort Lee, New Jersey, which is just right over the bridge to the city. And I met some of his friends and wound up staying with them right in the city on 78th and Broadway. And what a lesson that was in life, right? And when after I left, I came back to Florida, and was going to want to go back to live in California. I really do feel like a Californian, even though that isn't really truly where I was born. But I was there from like age 5, so you might as well say, you know, it's home. And I wanted to go back to California, and at that point my parents had moved from Los Angeles to Florida to be closer to me since they had lost their other child. And my dad was like, please, like, don't go back to California without us. Why don't you go down to Key West? You know, I think you'll like it. I think it's more for you. And, you know, he gave me his car and his credit card. And I was, you know, like, okay, I'll try it. And I was about 28. And I loved living in Key West. I did. Now, I played guitar and sang for my living, so my hours were really easy, and it was the greatest. I think it really was the greatest part of my life, besides being married to my husband. But that was the ultimate, like, lifestyle, riding a bicycle and, you know, singing. And so Key West was fantastic, but it was small, but, you know, you were, you know, not that far from Miami. I didn't really love being in the cities. I really did love the beaches and just that island feel. I wound up moving back to Florida. I mean, back into the mainland, and wound up going back to the Tampa Bay area where I stayed. It made a life for me, and, you know, Kathy. I met Kathy at that point, and you know, the rest is kind of history. But am I a city girl? I don't know if I'm a city girl, but I certainly am not a country girl. That I know for sure. It's just, you know, not my style. I am old enough now that, you know, I don't need to do very much, so it's not bad here. It would be wonderful if I, you know, had a nice guy to be with, or at least a couple girlfriends to hang out with where I live, but it hasn't worked out like that. And yeah. So I'm 64 miles from my destination. And, you know, just wanted to talk to you guys because I know I haven't done a lot of that on video. I hope you're enjoying my little trip, and let's close this off at the moment, and I'll talk to you in the next little while. Okay. So this is where we sort of slow down and go through a little tiny town. It's got the donut shop, it's got the Dollar General, it's got the Dairy Queen we passed. They all have these same companies that come to these small towns. Usually there's a gas station and a little market, and that's what's here. There's a little market on the left. Yeah, and a gas station, and it's $3.89 still. Oh, no, $3.89. But you don't get good gas prices in small towns. You have to kind of go to the city, or at least close to it. I don't even remember the name of this place. I think maybe it's Margaret or something like that. There's the Burger Barn, which sounds good, and a church, and then you got your homes, and before you know it, you're out of the little town and you're back to 75 miles an hour. That's what happens. All right. But you got to go slow through these towns because they might have one or two police cars around that really just try to get people that speed through. Here's another burger place, Bomber's Burgers, a Subway. It's already got more than where I live. Another gas station. And I don't know what the gas is. It's not so great here, $3.99, so I'm not gonna get gas there. But I have enough. I believe I have enough to get there, hopefully. What town are we in? More churches. Looks like a Mexican restaurant. This is the downtown. This is Olney. Okay, this is the town of Olney. Sounds like only, but it's Olney. O-L-N-E-Y. This is the downtown area. And it's very typical. You know, they got a drugstore, an Archer and Gun Mercantile. That looks old. There's all kinds of little things here. Okay, and we're just about out of the town. So, and I gotta stop at the light. 2 more gas stations, and they're both $3.99 a gallon for regular. And the Shell is $4.19 a gallon. Not so great, because Kathy was telling me in Abilene, I think they got gas for like $3.59 or something. There's the Pipeliner Inn motel. Looks like a don't tell motel. Small town hotels, motels, whatever. Definitely not a hotel, more of a motel. And then we're back to outside of the little town, Olney. And the next town is Jacksboro, 39 miles from here. 55 mile an hour. It'll be 75 in a second. This is Roma's. I've been here before, but hey, we're here again. And there's Amanda. Say hi to everybody.
Hey.
And this is that crazy wall of mirrors. All cut pieces of mirrors. Pretty cool. We're gonna order some food and hang out together. And I will be continuing to video. God willing, I will remember to video what I'm eating. Okay, we're starting with both of us. Amanda's got her salad. I got mine. And that's the first course. I'm gonna try not to eat before I take the picture. But if I do, you know it's me. Just being myself. This is chicken parmesan with little cheesy bread. She got baked ziti with cheese and yummy stuff. We're gonna enjoy our meal, and I'm glad I didn't take a bite yet. So I'll see you in a little while. Okay. Just got in my truck, said goodbye to Amanda. Got a hug in person. And headed home. This is quite the little funky town. But it's not bad. It's just old. It's a little bit bigger than where I'm from. And a main road, obviously. All the trucks come this way. Okay. And that's where we went. Roma's. Oops. Dropped the phone out of the holder. And there's like the downtown, and I guess that's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe City Hall. On this side, it looks like very old buildings. And I'm just happy to be going home, actually, you know. I'm headed home, and I'll be home, well, just an hour and a half. It's just a very quiet drive. Yeah. I do love stone buildings. There's a neat looking church. If I was going to buy a home in this area, I would definitely make sure it was a stone home. I'm going to stop at the store. Yes, I am. Because I want to see if they have some good vegetables. I have to make some veggies for the family night birthday party. So I will be back in a few. I stopped at this grocery store because they have different things than I have in my local store. So I got about $50-something worth here. I I got two kinds of coffee. I got the cheese that I like, the pepper jack. They don't have that for some reason. I got some, I'm making sweet carrots, honey carrots for family night. So, I got some cream cheese, some onion. I'm trying to think, bagel chips, New York style. I got those. Not bad, huh? Anyway, I'm all done. I don't have to go to the market at all. Yay. Yeah, we're actually having a Thanksgiving style family night. And turkey and dressing and potatoes and whatever else, deviled eggs and you know, whatever. So I'm gonna make the carrots, and should be nice. Yeah, we used to do that every single Saturday night. It'd be at one of the family's houses, and it got really hard because every Saturday night, you know, you'd have a huge smorgasbord of food, and all of us would all week long try to get back on track and not eat a lot, and then Saturday would roll around, you know, and one week it would be an Italian theme, and one week it was a Mexican theme, and then it was, you know, whatever, but it was, you know, hard on everyone. So then it went down to once a month, I believe, and then COVID hit, and we just, none of us got together. It seemed like about a year, and now we just get together once in a while, usually for a birthday. So that's what's going on. Got that all taken care of, and looks like I could run into some rain. Doesn't look real good ahead of me, but I will get home safely. And the only thing, my eyes and my nose have been tearing and running since I left my place, even at my place. The allergies are bad for me, so I'm always wiping my nose or my eyes. So we're leaving Jacksboro now. Looks like that. Kind of the end of it. I spent $78 in gas, and right now I'm on under 3/4 of a tank. So I'll probably have about a half a tank left, maybe. And that'll last me quite a while, as long as I don't travel anywhere. These are difficult times. And we make the best of it, you know, we carry on. What are you going to do? You can't roll up in a ball, you know, and stay put and not do anything. You have to keep going. You have to survive. Until you don't. Don't push it, right? I know there's rain ahead. I can see it. Uh-oh. My least favorite, well, I don't like driving in snow, so rain and snow, no thanks. But I will push through like I do with just about any part of my life. I just push through, and it works for me. It does. And yes, I live sometimes in a fantasy world on Second Life. So what? I think that it's really nice because I need it. You know, the reality is pretty tough sometimes. Know if while I was on video, the last part of it, if I had music playing, because that's not going to work. So let me at least add a little bit something here in case I have to like delete that part. I'm listening to Bluesville XM radio. Recently got into the blues. I mean, they're always good, but I never really listen to the blues all the time. But on Second Life, there's a really cool club that plays the coolest, more than I've ever heard before. of these gorgeous blues songs by old artists, younger artists, doesn't matter, just a mixture of blues. And I got into it. I can identify with the blues. And then when I'm tired of the blues, I turn on, I was listening to Tom Petty radio station, and I do love Tom Petty. And then when I get a little tired of the rock, I go into the Bridge, which is, you know, kind of like soft rock. And those are the channels, or the Beatles channel, that I listen to. So I'll turn it up for a second. Let you hear it. Well, that was the end of a song, so that doesn't show much. Anyway, I'm gonna be heading home, and like I said it before, I'm gonna end the video pretty much here, and hope you enjoy it. I really do.